What's good? This is JVB representing SPD, and that is sportsperdiem.com. Okay, so here's the dilemma. It's not a real dilemma, but more, hypothetical. If you were to choose one free agent for the Bears to re-sign, who would it be? Adrian Amos, Bryce Callahan, or Bobbie Massie? If it's up to me, Bobbie Massie will be the first one to go. I won't even consider Bobbie Massie to return to the Bears. I've never really been a fan of Bobbie Massie, and for that matter, I've never really been a fan of Charles Leno. But I'll give credit where credit is due. Charles Leno was a pretty solid left tackle. Now, I don't believe that's his best position. I think he'll be best on the right side, but he did a good job in protecting Mitch Trubisky's blind side, so I give credit where it's due, although this is what he was supposed to do since he got paid last year. But as for Massie, I just don't think he's that good. I mean, he had an all right season this year, but too many times you would see him chasing after a defensive end or a rush outside linebacker after letting them by. Then you see him looking dumbfounded, standing there trying to pick up Mitch Trubisky after letting him get sacked. So, no, I'm cool. And I get it. I know offensive linemen are going to give up sacks, but it's just something with Bobbie Massie that I've never really felt. Like, he doesn't do it for me as a right tackle for the Bears. I mean, he's going to get work. Don't get me wrong. He's going to get a contract with a team. As long as his body can stand the test of a 16-game season, he's going to get a contract. He's going to get service. He's a serviceable right tackle, but I think you can do better. And depending on what he's asking for anyway, I don't think it's worth it to even, negotiate for a contract unless he's willing to accept a bargain-friendly deal. And I'm not sure if he's going to do that. If it's up to me, I don't care what he wants to do because I wouldn't even consider re-signing Bobbie Massie. So, in regards to the other two guys, Adrian Amos and Bryce Callahan, this is an interesting dilemma. On one hand, you have a really good, talented slot corner, but he's not out there. If you want to get paid in the league, whether it's football, baseball, basketball, soccer, tennis, I don't care. If you want to get paid, you have to be durable. You have to endure a full season, period. Being on the field or the court or wherever is just as important as being productive, in my opinion. Because if you're not on the field, you can't be productive. Whereas at least if you are healthy enough to play, you are an able body that's out there that can make plays, that can contribute to the team. If you're not out there, if you're not healthy, if you're often injured, how can you help the team? And this isn't as big of a question if you're not making that much money. If you're making $500,000, $700,000, hell, even $1 million, $2 million, all right. But when you start to make, when the guarantees start to go up and you're starting to get more and more money, the more money you have, the more imperative it is for you to be on that field and make plays and contribute to the team. And if you can't do that, I'm sorry, but you ain't taking my money. You can find another team and take their money, but I ain't giving you nothing. That's a bad investment. I can't do it. Now, I would say this situation could be solved if Bryce Callahan banks on himself. If Bryce Callahan goes out there and have another great season and stays healthy, he's going to make hella bank. If it's not here with the Bears, it's going to be with another team. But this goes not just for the Bears. This goes for all the teams in the league. They see a player who hasn't completed a full 16-game season. This goes for every team that's interested in Bryce Callahan. So if Bryce wants to bank on himself, I think, in my opinion, that's the smart decision to make because you're 27 years old. You're not an old guy. If you go out there next season for the Bears, sign a 1-year deal, you have a massive chip on your shoulder because you know the situation. You know that teams, including the team that you're with, aren't really interested in paying you big money because of your injury history. You go out there and you ball fucking out. You go crazy. You show the league, you show everybody, you show the world, you show the Bears that, hey, I'm worth it. You saw that I could withstand a full 16-game season. So now guess what? Fuck you, pay me. That's the mentality that Bryce Callahan should have right now. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how he's going about it. I know he wants a big contract this offseason, but I think it'll be best to gamble on yourself, take a 1-year deal, and whether that's here or anywhere, just sign with the team or stay with the Bears, take a 1-year deal, gamble on yourself, remain healthy throughout next year, and continue to be the productive player that you are. It's going to be a more lucrative deal in the long run for you. So that's what I believe is best for Bryce Callahan, but this is just my opinion. I'm just stating my opinion. I don't know what Bryce Callahan is going to do, but he and his agent better be ready because the Bears see the same things that I see, and they see more than I do, obviously, because they're around them every day. So it's going to be a tough bargain. He's either going to take a safe multi-year deal or take another 1-year deal. And if I'm him, I'm taking the latter. And then we have Adrian Amos, who, of all the Bears free agents, he's in line to get the biggest contract. He's been a very good plus player in the NFL. If you look at the analytics, you would thought the man paid Pro Football Focus to rate him so high over the last couple of years, but he has gotten high ratings from an analytical standpoint. He is a solid fundamental safety. But how much do you pay a fundamental solid safety? Personally, and some of you guys may disagree, but I'll let him test the market. I'll let him see what he can get and how much he can get on the market. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of suitors for him because he is a good, solid safety, but I can't break the bank with him. He's a very solid safety, but you can find solid safeties in the draft. I mean, we're talking about Adrian Amos, who the Bears drafted in the 5th round. We can find solid safeties anywhere. The more difficult safeties to find are the playmaking safeties, i.e. Eddie Jackson, his teammate. And again, no disrespect to Adrian Amos, but what Eddie Jackson did alone in this season was greater than anything Adrian Amos has done in his whole career. And I get it. They are two different safeties. They are two different players, but that's what I prefer. And that's what every other team in the league prefers. They prefer playmakers. Because in football, you want, on the defensive side, you want guys who can turn the ball over. And Eddie Jackson can do that. He makes plays. Adrian Amos, not so much. He's a sure tackler, yes, but he's not running around, flying around the field, getting interceptions, taking chances. He's not even forcing a lot of fumbles. He's not giving you the hit stick, forcing a lot of fumbles. He's just a fundamentally sound safety. I know the analytics rate him very highly, and that's nice. That's good. That's what's up. But I can find another solid safety. They may not be as good as Adrian Amos, but they won't be too far off. I got what I want. I got a playmaking safety in center field in Eddie Jackson. So, in my opinion, I can put another solid safety alongside Eddie Jackson, and I'll take my chances with that. And you have to think about this as well. The Bears only have about, 19, 20 million right now in cap space. And thinking long term, you're going to have to pay Eddie Jackson. You're going to have to pay Mitchell Trubisky. You're going to have to pay these guys. So you have to be cautious of just throwing money out to every guy because, this is sports. You're going to lose some players. And the Bears made some investments. They traded for Khalil Mack, and they signed him. Of course, they re-upped with Akeem Hicks. They re-upped with Eddie Goldman, Prince Amukamara, Kyle Fuller. So they already made investments, and now they have to really be cautious of who do they re-sign, who do they sign, because they don't have a lot of money left on. And now, I mean, this is the unfortunate side of sports. Somebody's going to have to be the unlucky one, and unfortunately, in my opinion, it will be Adrian Amos. He is a really good safety. He's a very solid safety, but he doesn't make enough plays for me to want to break the bank for him. When eventually I'm going to have to pay Eddie Jackson. As a front office, you have to think about these things. So for me, I got to let Adrian Amos walk. I believe they're going to address the safety position in the upcoming draft. I do believe they may look at some free agent safeties, because the safety free agent class is much better than the cornerback free agent class. So I have faith that the Bears will find a cheaper alternative to Adrian Amos, because the player they may pick up either in free agency or the draft, or maybe both, they may not be as good as Adrian Amos, but they will be comparable, and you won't really see a big drop-off at that position. But those are my thoughts on the Bears' top 3 free agents. If money wasn't a thing of the 3 guys, if I had to pick one, it would be Adrian Amos, because A, he is a good player, unlike Bobbie Massie, and 2, he stays healthy, unlike Bryce Callahan. So if there was no such thing as a salary cap, Adrian Amos would be the guy that I keep. But unfortunately, there is a salary cap, and I believe Adrian Amos is going to demand a lot of money on the market, and that would mean letting him go. But those were my opinions. Let me know your opinions down in the comment section below. Also, I have a website, sportsperdiem.com. I just wrote the 2018-2019 Chicago Bears season review. I'm going to put that link down in the comment section below as well. This is a itsy bitsy YouTube channel right now, but I will continue to put in the work because I love sports. I've always loved sports, and it finally dawned on me, why not create a sports website to express my views to everybody, to the world, to everybody that wants to see my opinions. And the same follow through to the YouTube channel here at JVBPOV. So I will continue to put in the work, make the SPD movement stronger than ever, because it is real. We will continue to grow, and I truly believe in that, God willing. So thanks for the listen. Make sure you comment below. Let me know what you think the Bears are going to do. Do you think they're going to sign Bobbie Massie? Do you think they're going to sign Bryce Callahan or Adrian Amos? Do you think they're going to sign 2 of them, 3 of them? Do you think they're going to sign any of them? Let me know down in the comment section below. Like I said, we're only getting started here at JVB POV, sportsperdiem.com, baby. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. So take care, God bless, peace.